Hey guys, what is going on? It is Lieutenant Royal Shrimp here, and I have for you guys some brand new commentary. This is a game on Carrier where I am using the FAL with Select Fire, and this gun is basically the ACR of Modern Warfare 3. It's accurate, it's medium fast, for semi-automatic gun, which is for automatic through the attachment Select Fire. And it's got high damage, like I said, low recoil, and a medium clip size. If you get extended mags with it, it absolutely destroys. And this gun is overall, I think, one of the better guns in the game. And I really recommend that you try it out one time. But that's not really what this video is about. What I want to talk about in this video is sort of my channel, and I hate doing these channel updates because I feel like that's all I've been doing lately. But it's kind of true because there's been stuff happening. So as you guys have probably all noticed, I haven't been doing very many actual commentaries, and that's because I have very limited time nowadays, and you might say, well, then how can you play video games and stuff? Well, the time I do have, I kind of want to, do my own thing a little bit. But I have a commentary for you today, and I am going to be uploading more commentaries nowadays, but first, I will be going to Germany over Christmas break, which actually, for me, starts on the 21st and ends on January 8th or 9th, either one of those 2 days. So I will be gone for a fairly long time. I have lots of videos lined up for you guys, so there will be no shortage of videos. I will be releasing one every second day, and that is sort of how I've timed my videos, because every day, for someone who's in high school and who has a social life, that's pretty tough for me to do, to make videos all the time. And for me, that's a little bit easier because it takes some stress off of my back. And it is finals week right now, and that's the main topic I wanted to get to. And I absolutely hate finals. And I have an interesting perspective about this whole thing. So, I in middle school and kindergarten and preschool and actually middle school, I went to schools and a Waldorf school. And for some of you who don't know what that is, or actually probably most of you, I'm assuming, don't know what that is, but a Waldorf school is a school where it's a private school, and what Waldorf really wants you to do is they want you to learn. And all schools, well, you can say, all schools want you to learn. Everyone wants you to learn. But what's different about Waldorf is they don't use technology in the sense that normal, like public schools would. So, there's no computers, there's no cell phones, there's no iPods, there's no nothing there. And they still use chalkboards. If there's something I want to show you, like an image or something, they will literally draw it in chalk on the chalkboard in colors and stuff. And we had classes like gardening and woodwork and knitting. Like I knit my own pants. Or actually, I sewed my own pants. I knit my own stuff, and it was really a great experience. Now reflecting back on it, since I go to a public high school now, but in that we never had tests at Waldorf. That's kind of the main thing. We never really had tests. We'd have little assignments and assessments, but we never had, the teacher never came up and said, okay guys, here's a test for you. And that is something which, looking back on it, I really like, because at Waldorf they want you to learn. They want you to learn, and they want to incorporate nature. And, if you really think about it, our world nowadays is dominated by technology, and people are getting out of touch with nature, and classes like gardening at the time seemed hilarious. I mean, that was just stupid, like, oh, we're going to go out and garden and learn how to farm. Well, I mean, it has merit, because nowadays, I bet if you asked 80% of the population, they wouldn't know how to plant seeds or, really take care of a garden, or actually grow crops for that matter. And those skills can be useful every now and then. And so yeah, that's kind of I don't know, these are just things that have been always going across my mind. And again, what I kind of trailed off there, but coming back to it, we never had tests there. We learned because we wanted to learn. We learned things like form drawing, calligraphy, things that are more useful. If you going to a public school, they weren't useful at all. I mean, calligraphy, I don't need that at the high school I go to. No way. Form drawing, I don't need that. Why do I need it? But it just enhances you as a person, not necessarily, it doesn't make you better at math. It doesn't make you better at necessarily a pertinent life skill, but overall in general it encompasses it has a much more general merit because it defines you as a person differently. You know, you're not sitting on your iPhone the whole day gossiping on Facebook or whatnot. You're actually communicating with people because there are no phones allowed. There was nothing like that allowed. I mean, how it used to be for me was I used to play Bomberman. If you guys know what that game is, it's a very fun game. I played Bomberman 1 hour Sundays. That was it. That was probably until 7th grade or so, maybe a little bit earlier, like 6th grade. And then after that, you know, I started getting into the whole Xbox thing, and my parents became more lenient on the whole video game playing thing. But until then, I mean, I didn't have my own phone. I didn't have anything. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a laptop until end of freshman year, if you can believe it or not. And you know, at the time, getting a netbook, which I kind of bought myself, it was the coolest thing ever. Now, it was a shit laptop. It had integrated graphics and whatnot, but it was the coolest thing ever. But that's because, as a middle schooler, I had never used a computer before. I mean, I'd used a computer, but I'd never really gotten my own computer, and so it was really, really awesome. And I'm trailing again. But it really did show me how, you know, how people can be when they're not used to that. And, you know, people are different. I see people who don't use computers all day, and they are very different from people who do use computers all day. And now that's not to say it's a bad thing to use a computer, but it's still, you know, you should take a moment in your life and think about that. And this video, oh, my dad just got home. This video is definitely not about, or the topics that I talked about were definitely not about what I'd originally planned, but that's cool. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this short little commentary, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be soon. So yeah, see you guys.